Welcome back. Last time we made the figures, and the first part we did a single figure where it has its own caption, and we changed the width of the graphic. At the same time, we said, okay, maybe sometimes we will have two figures next to each other, and for that we are using the mini page. But the mini page needs a different type of caption command, and that caption command comes from the package called caption. Now today we are going to start to write text because figures are pretty, but it's not the real thing. So that we just added. We added 3 sections: how bacteria grow in the gut, bacteria eaten by ciliates, and the graphics telling us what a bacterial environment looks like. We check, and here we have our sections: how bacteria grow in the gut, bacteria eaten by ciliates, and graphics telling us what a bacterial environment looks like. Let us try some text. So we're going to start a list because I want to tell you what type of things I love about bacteria. For that we need to start something that is called the itemize. It starts with the command item. Good. So let's see how it looks like, and this is how it looks now. How bacteria grow in the gut, and here because why I like bacteria, why I love bacteria, because they are fast, they are clever, they know what they want, they have learned to coexist with several microorganisms, and they are the bestseller biologists, well, after the viruses. Good. So this is a way to create a bullet list. But what if we want to add enumeration? So with, instead of the bullet, with 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. We need something else, and we're going to add it the same with begin, but in this case it's not called itemize, but enumerate. And let's use the same text. And when we look at the list, we have a enumeration here in the list. The other type is the descriptions. They look a little bit different. So when we put here begin, description, you can see that it has a label and the description. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about bacteria here, and I want to tell you about some of the speeds that have been reported. Submarine bacteria can swim up to swim at 144 micrometers per second with speed bursts up to 407 micrometers per second. This is a number that I found in a website called Bionumbers. It's a database about, in general, useful biological numbers, and I want to add the reference. And I'm going to add, in this case, I'm going to use a URL where I will add the address, and we'll see how it looks like. this happens when there are some pieces missing, and it says here there is a problem with the chart micrometers, and let's see how we solve that. For that, I'm going into Google. I'm going to look for the error. The best answers, you will find them in this website that is called textstackexchange.com, and let's see what they have. So how does this look like? You have the question that somebody posted. They said what is the problem, and they say it will not compile. And usually it's good that you read the whole question, but then you start to look at the answers. How is the answer structure? Usually it starts with the document class, which we already saw what it's that for, and then they put kind of like the minimum part of making the example or testing it and see if it works for our system. So let's give it a try. We know now that we need to use the use package SIE Unix, and we're going to add it in our main. And we go to results, and we try to correct it as they say in the website, which is using SI micrometer. And we compile and see what happens. Yep, we can see it here. We have it 144 micrometers per second, and we have no message of an error. I want to see how the URL looks like, so you can see the URL was splitted and it's not a problem, but there is a prettier way to use these links. So hyperref has another very nice thing, is that it starts to add kind of like a reference, cross-reference between the table of contents and the real chapters. So if you click on this one, it will automatically send you to the summary, and you can see here as well in the reference that we had before. If you click on that one, it will send you to the references site. Another way to add this will be href, and then you add the URL. So we're going to copy this one, and we're going to add the text, and you will see now that it includes we don't see anymore the address, but we see the Bionumbers. However, if we click on this, it will send us to the website with the Bionumbers, and here's where we got the information. Now that we have the hyperref, we can start to do something that is very nice for Thesis, and it is use the captions of the images or use references to certain chapters for when you are talking about some type of data. Okay, so see you soon, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Ciao ciao.